It's Madden NFL 22, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Browns and the Broncos on Monday Night Prime Time.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, we look at this Bronco team. They've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
Meanwhile, for the Browns here, they're hitting their stride of late, winners of 3 of their last 4.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
Now Burrow on first down. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Micah Parsons in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. Throwing on second and long. Burrow, throw right side, taken in by Godwin. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The numbers for Williams a week ago. 15 carries, 72 yards.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on it. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big part of why they're winning games lately.
On 2nd and 1, Burrow. And the grab by Croft.
When an offense reads a blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
2nd down and goal. Burrow. He's got it. Touchdown, Broncos. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. Taken at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here come the Browns now for their first drive. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And I think it's safe to say that, and I heard him say it in the post-game press conference, that was a team win last week because he didn't really play up to his normal standards, throwing 2 interceptions.
No touchdown.
Yeah, didn't offset it at all, but the team found a way to get it done.
He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. A big play there out of the running game.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now they try the right side here. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A tale of 2 extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again. And instead, it works opposite.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
Obviously, a big play was needed. And you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. The numbers for him from a week ago: 11 carries, 78 yards, and a touchdown.
And well-liked by his teammates. In fact, I got on good authority, even though I'm not an investigative reporter, that in their
and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. He continues to show at this level that he can not only pass for touchdowns, he can run for touchdowns.
Not the first time we've seen this, because this young guy, he really makes it happen. So what that tells me is the book on him has to change. You got to now plan for those legs as well as him throwing the football.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. And CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Throw left side, complete. That's Shaw. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
7-7, our score after 1. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Short throw hauled in by Croft. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Burrow looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays, and it ends with a Denver touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 45 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quick...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
first down. Here's Burrow. A quick pass here to Godwin. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Shaw. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 23. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Burrow. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off. It made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards.
Now that certainly solidifies how to attack this 2-minute drill right before the half. I don't think they were going to try and run out the clock, but now after that big play, their thoughts are certainly of trying to score and get some points before the half.
And he goes out of bounds, it looks like right at the 50. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. He'll look to throw. Out. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They're going to try and throw. Steps away to his left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Flush to his right. Space to run past the 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 14. Flushed out right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there, with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now, so you're not protecting.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Denzel Ward. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
The Browns now going to take over late in this first half. Well, these guys hardly got a chance to catch their breath after the quick turnover, but I doubt they're complaining much.
Especially with the field position they get to start with. I wouldn't be complaining either. I want to get right back.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Broncos are going to take possession here as they got it at their own 4-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And the defense obviously expecting run as well, as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. So we're at halftime here on a Monday night. As we send you on out to, we now proceed to the start of the second half.
These two teams making their final adjustments before coming out for the second half. And for the call, we go back out to Denver. And rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best. And
he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. 83 yards. And the Browns on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Micah Parsons in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. That one is caught by Hunt. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it third down.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Burrow looking to pass. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. On third down, Burrow. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Sometimes when I see these types of plays executed, I think of basketball. Guys boxing other guys off to go out and get a rebound.
And he got the rebound right there, but the defense was really placed well.
Yeah, they were right there. I mean, that's where it's really tough for a defender. When you're in the right spot, you're draped on the guy catching the ball, yet he still comes down with it.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. That time a 6-play drive, and it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Come on now, let's go.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
On play action, Lawrence. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 19.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 57 yards on the ground for him so far. Here's second and a yard. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have moved out in front. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Rodrigo Blankenship set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Denver's offense now set to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They're passing here. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Micah Parsons bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. The Broncos on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Chris Godwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Taking it about the 1. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Browns set and ready to go on offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Now a handoff as they run left side. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Buying time to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
Here we go. That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 87 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gun check time on both sides. Now back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Their mobile, agile quarterback. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year. And the Browns answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Broncos 28. Rodrigo Blankenship set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Denver's offense ready to go again. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
Hey. 4 down. Stop Mike 42. Who there?
Now Burrow. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8. A big play there on the catch and run. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown! Kareem Hunt with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Cleveland offense making their way out. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. Offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You've got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
They'll look to throw now on first down, eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal, looking to take the lead here in the late going. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Browns have moved out in front. Defensively, didn't seem like anybody had eyes on the quarterback, and he took advantage.
So you think that maybe we're seeing some pretty good instincts for a young guy? Because that's the thing you worry about. Coming out of college, you're used to getting away with just about anything you want to do. You're just superior. Here, he has to read it, figure it out, and know when it's time to go.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Broncos now down by 7, a minute 56 to go. And their 5-game winning streak hanging in the balance here. Now Burrow. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the fourth.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Burrow. Over the middle, complete. It's Shaw. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First down now, but that clock rolling. Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown, Broncos. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. With the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's
hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Dancing to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He couldn't escape the pressure, and they go backwards in a big way there on the sack. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
Now Lawrence down around his goal line.
It'll buy some time right.
Able to connect with Chark.
A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Back to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And incomplete on the deep ball. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos.
They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
Here we go. Ready? Mike 42. Mike 42. Check. Mike 42. Here we go, D.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Throw left side complete. That's Sutton. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Burrow will throw. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 14. A good start for him under center here in overtime, now 3 of 3.
And this is where you have to know who you have playing quarterback. You've got a confident thrower right now, someone who's taking care of the ball, but not being timid as well, and is moving the team downfield. That opens up your playbook and allows you to dial up some big shots if you want them.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 16-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. He finds his man, complete. That's Shaw. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. He's padding has already numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and a game winner in OT. So the game-winning touchdown came through the air in overtime. 4 quarters wasn't enough. We were treated to a really good one.
That we were. And I just love being able to be witness to a game like this. All the way through. Who's going to win it? What, we're getting overtime? Great for us. A lot of tension on the field. Very tough. Not a surprise it ended with a passing touchdown. That's the way we play in the NFL. But the execution was pretty darn good.
So for the Broncos, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they'll get another home date next week as the Raiders will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Browns, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys.